Hello, welcome to new Reddit voiceover update. Today we will take a look on subreddit, Tales from Tech Support. Enjoy. Just get it done. This happened about 4 years ago, when our company offered VoIP phone. Our company was in between IT manager at the time, so got my task assigned direct from CEO. Calls me into office. CEO, we have a new client, needs about 8 phones installed. Porting is in a few days, so they need to be set up ASAP. Me, okay, no problem. Sound like a simple job. Anything else? CEO, no, that's all. I got the address, loaded up the phones and went on my way. Arrived at location, rings buzzer. Few moments later client comes down and lets me into building. We exchanged greetings while riding the elevator up. Then came the question, client, are you setting up the internet also? Me, huh? You don't have internet? Me asking the moment elevator door opens, apparently directly to their office. I step out into an empty lobby. Client, oh, the furniture haven't arrived as yet. Me, oh, no problem. I'll just configure the phones so when it arrives, you just plug it in and place it on the desk. Client, okay, I'm still wondering why she asked about internet. Me, can you show me where your network closet is? Client, sure. She brings me to a lovely room painted all white where the only blemish were a bunch of blue unterminated network cables hanging down from the ceiling. I backtracked out of that room and looked into all the others. Each room had unterminated cables dangling out of the faceless network boxes. Me, why didn't your IT set up the network before I came to install phones? Client, we don't have IT. Me, Duke, pull out my phone, snapped a few pic, sent to my boss, then gave them a call. Me, I can't set up the phones, there is no network here, no internet, cables not even terminated. CEO, really? There is nothing? Me, check the pictures I sent. Brief pause as CEO checks. CEO, okay. Get it done for them. Me, what? CEO, just set up the network for them, we will bill them for the work done and equipment. Let out a long sigh and proceeds to comply. Went out, bought materials. Following day ISP came, installed internet. I mounted patch panel, terminated cables in all the rooms, installed switch and firewall, opened ports for SIP server, configured the phones. After 2 days was finally done. Their office furniture also arrived, exchanged goodbyes with client and was on my way. Press elevator button, soon the pearly gates open for my descent down, yes, down, to heaven. Before I could put one foot in, client, oh, just one more thing, our computers are coming in tomorrow, can you set up the PCs for us please? Me, what? I'm sorry, but I was only sent to set up phones, but give me a moment. Call CEO. Me, client asking to set up computers also. CEO, get it done for them. We will bill them for that also, proceeds to comply. Came back next day, set up PC for them. However, one of their printers got damaged during their move to this new building. Me, this printer is broken, no longer works. Part is broken and it's spilling ink all over too. Client, oh no, we will have to buy a new one. The Grinch evil grin appears in my mind. Me, we sell printers you can purchase from us. Client, oh really? Me, yes, I will have a rep reach out to you to get it replaced. D calls the CEO and explained. Well, you know how that convo went, and in the end we eventually became their MSP. Cause of email delivery failure, Pebcake. User has problem. User sends me an email. User decides to type my email, for reasons unknown, since we've exchanged dozens of emails and her mail program should auto-complete it for her. Regardless, this time she types it, and of course she types it W wrong. I don't get any email. Weird, I see the email in the sent folder, must be a problem on your end. I had my suspicions already, but then I see a meeting on my coworker's calendar and among the invites is my, very much misspelled, email address. At this point, user is constantly using the wrong address, because her mail program auto-completes it to the most recently used. I let user know. No, I typed it right, this is a problem with your email, so fix it. I do literally nothing because the less time wasted on her bullshit requests the better it is for both me and the company. I figure if she ever needs something important she'll figure out how to email me. Probably. What is that keyboard you got? Hi again TDS. I'm having a great time at my new job. Everyone is great and I love all of my customers. So I thought I'd share another positive story with you guys, they make me happy. Today's story starts during quite a hectic time. Everyone is getting back from vacation and we are slammed. During these times I like to work from the front desk area. We got a couple of workstations there where we can hook our laptops into. This way I can greet customers as they come to the desk, rather than them calling the bell or waiting. Hello, a voice calls out from in front of me and I peer over my monitor's hello. Normal stuff, she has forgotten her password during her vacation and needs a new one. I walk back over to my PC to set her up. Curious, oh. What is that keyboard you got? The keys are very high. I've brought my own keyboard to work, a basic Roachcat Vulcan 80, but it's mechanical and does the job. From the angle she is looking at it though, which is straight on, it looks very space age. Me, oh, I brought my own. I hate the ones we got here. Curious, what's special about it? The keys look like they are on stilts. Me, it's mechanical. It's actual mechanical switches rather than a mushy membrane that you press down on. It's great and stresses my hands less. Curious, that's nice. The keyboards here are bad. Is it better to type on? Me, I think so. At least for me, personal preference I think. I set her up with a new password. She thanks me for my time and help. I love happy cheerful customers. A week passes and I get a chirp on Skype. It's curious and she wants me to come to her workstations. She needs some help setting her laptop up. I head up to her floor, find her standing by her desk, giddy with excitement. Curious, oh hi freak. I got me one of those mechanical keyboards. Where can I plug it in? A week earlier this lady had never heard about different types of keyboards and probably never even tried a mechanical one. This was not just any keyboard. It was a freaking custom build. Looked crazy expensive and extremely pretty. Me, wow. That's nice. Where did you find that? Curious, I looked around. Did you know you can build your own keyboards? I found a web page that let you pick your parts and someone builds it for you. I made a green one. Oh, and listen to the sound it makes. Thussy, thussy, thussy me, in absolute amazement mind you, this lady is 50 plus, wow. So what you do is you connect the keyboard directly to the screen, it acts as a hub for your PC. Curious, that's easy, I can do that myself next time. Thanks you again freak. These users keep amazing me. Not only did she manage to find terms to Google from our short conversation, she also managed to get a keyboard customized and built for her. I've got a creeping suspicion that she now knows more about keyboard than I do. Maybe I should ask her for advice in the future. Client reinstalls Windows by themselves and then complains that none of their files are there. So one of my clients asked me to assist them with their computer not booting up. I work remotely, so I couldn't be on site to troubleshoot, so I work with them over the phone to ensure the hardware is connected properly and the BIOS is set up correctly. Computer still doesn't boot, so I inquire if they have a boot disk or USB bootable drive. They say they do, but they'll have to find it and that they'll call me back later. About 2 hours pass and I receive a frantic call that the customer got Windows to work but all their programs/files are gone from the desktop. I can't connect to the computer, so I get them to reinstall our RAT and find a lovely discovery. They didn't repair Windows, they completely reinstalled it. I gave them specific instructions on how to repair Windows when they found their boot media. I told them not to click install Windows multiple times. I asked that they call me before they proceed to avoid any issues. Luckily they had their files backed up to another drive, so I was able to get some of them back, the ones that were backed up the previous day. I reinstalled their software and set it all up again. Client was happy, so I guess it ended well. Can I speak to your manager? This was a long time ago, so details are kind of hazy, but I remember the general picture. I was Tier 1 support for a cybersecurity company that sold security software. Our software basically prevented people from going to bad websites, and a few other things. You would set it up on another server within your network and ensure that it listened to all of the HTTP/HTTPS traffic. We also sold on-prem Linux boxes that you could proxy traffic through and did essentially the same thing. One of the most common issues we'd have is someone would tell us our software wasn't working, but in reality they had improperly configured the network side of things, and the traffic wasn't routing to the proxy. We usually confirm this with a packet capture or something, and as soon as we showed the network guys of whatever company we were talking to, they'd realize it was their problem. Typically a firewall or something not liking the non-standard proxy port, and start fixing it. Occasionally we'd get calls from a company's outsourced tech support in India. The outsourced guys always seemed like they were working with limited information and would often stubbornly stick to some sort of script, so they could be hard to work with. They were also having to work at the middle of the night in their time zone, so I imagine some of them were very tired. One day I got such a call. Me, hi, thanks for contacting Corp. My name is Savoir-Faire. What sort of issue are you experiencing? Customer, your software isn't working. When I go to a bad website it just comes up. Me, let me take a look. After a few pointed questions, I realize this is the exact same issue that plagues so many of our customers. I remote in and confirm. Me, sir, this packet capture shows that your server is never reaching our proxy server. The computer accessing the bad website is correctly configured to route to the proxy. You need to check with your network guys, show them this packet capture and they'll be able to get to the bottom of this. Customer begins repeating original issue he told me about. Me, sir, I understand what you originally said. But what I'm seeing is that your traffic is never reaching our proxy. So if you take this to your network team they can fix this. Customer, I understand that, but begins rephrasing original issue in a different way. Me, sir, I assure that what I'm saying is correct. Look at this packet capture. You can clearly see the data is not reaching our proxy. And your company controls everything in between this computer and our server. We continued going back and forth for a bit, with the customer refusing to do anything but insist it was our problem. He kept on saying his boss wants him to get this issue resolved. Finally, I'm starting to run out of patience. Me, listen, I don't know how else to say this. Is there someone I can speak to who is in charge? Can I please speak to your boss, the one who is putting you up to this? This catches the customer off guard a little bit, but then he seemed happy to not have to deal with this anymore. He puts me on hold to see if he can get his boss. Presumably he has to dial someone back across the ocean. My coworker looks over at me. Did you just ask to speak to the customer's manager? A few minutes go by with me waiting, unsure what to expect. I was very confident in my reasoning, but sometimes bosses don't like getting dragged into trivial issues like this. Eventually, 3 guys get on the phone, all of them American, and present themselves as customers' bosses. They neutrally tell me that customer said I requested them. No yelling and screaming, so that's good. I calmly explain to them exactly the situation, what's going on, and how the packet captures show their traffic is never reaching our proxy server. There's a momentary confusion, but after a moment it clicks and they understand what I'm saying. They say they'll get their network guys to look into it. They thank me and tell me to close the ticket. Problem solved. Sometimes you just have to escalate up the chain to get the support you need. Tongue sticking out. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you want to see your favorite subreddit in next video, leave a comment.